but I wanted to share just a happy little house update for you guys. Welcome back. I'm sharing a week in my life today. I have been craving just a long vlog sharing a bunch of different things. I've been watching a lot of my friend Rachel Vin lately, and she just does these really long weekly vlogs, and I feel like it's been forever since I did one. So starting this off on Monday, gonna try to vlog through Friday. I am just feeling so good today. I feel like the past few weeks I haven't necessarily been in a funk, but I've definitely just been lower energy and not really thriving in my workouts and feeling pretty just tired lately. But over the weekend on Friday, I just had this spurt of energy that I've had ever since, and I'm so thankful for that. I feel like it's so easy to push yourself when you're feeling just fatigued or not really into it, but it's such a good feeling when you have that refreshed sense of just energy to take on life. I'm really thankful for that today. I have a lot of stuff I want to do today. First and foremost, you can see right here, I have a bunch of clothes laid out. Cash is laying there. He really shouldn't be, because I'm actually selling these clothes at Plato's Closet. I don't do this all the time, and I used to do Poshmark back in the day, but this is just the easiest way for me. I don't sell the things that I get for free. Those things I try to give away to my siblings. I need to pick out a couple of those things in here, but over this weekend, I just had a major purge of our closet. As you guys know, we used to have that dresser over here. If you watched the vlog where I got rid of that dresser right there, it was because it was totally falling apart, and so we just got these little plastic bins in the meantime, because we are going to move here soon, and I feel like we'll get a proper dresser then that just fits the space more. So in the meantime, we're just using those. Aiden and I spent Saturday going through all of our clothes and just purging everything and getting rid of a lot of stuff, and then after this I do want to declutter our home to our apartment, so that'll probably be in a later video. But I went through and just picked out the things that I thought we could get some money off of at Plato's Closet. It's like my favorite way to sell clothes. It's so easy. I wouldn't say you get the best value for your stuff on there. One man's treasure can be another man's trash, the opposite of that saying, and so it is just nice though to kind of get it off your hands. And so I'm gonna take everything there today. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see how much we can get. It's always fun to see how much you can get, so I'll let you guys know. But I just washed everything. I'm actually gonna iron a couple of things, because that's a big tip I have if you're trying to sell stuff, is just present your clothes really well. That's why I was saying Cash shouldn't be here, because I don't want dog hair on any of this stuff, because you're likely to actually sell the stuff if it's just presented well, it looks nice, it smells good. Of course you want it to be clean, but I'm gonna go ahead and just iron some stuff right here. And then I also wanna run some other errands. We have a lot of stuff planned for the rest of the week too, but for today we're just doing a bunch of random stuff out and about. I wanna make dinner tonight. Yeah, should be good, but let's go ahead and iron these clothes and get them all ready to take over. I also need to return my Nuuly today, so we're gonna fill that up, but it just feels so nice. I feel like I've been doing this every few months lately. I'm in a phase of really figuring out what my style is. Just purged everything that didn't really feel like me anymore, and I just really appreciate everything that I have, because before we move, I really only want to take absolutely everything that we need, and I will share kind of a moving update later. Hopefully I will have one for you guys. We are waiting on hearing back right now, but I only want to take everything that we absolutely need instead of decluttering later. Before I head out, I wanted to share something so sweet that we just added to our home, and that is an aura frame. This is such a good gift idea, especially, I mean, we just have it in our own home. I didn't give it away, but essentially it is a frame that displays all your photos digitally, which is amazing, because currently on my phone I have 60,000 photos on my phone, and it is just impossible to print out photos regularly to frame them, which I think is really sweet. But something like this is so nice for actually getting to do it instantaneously the minute that you take a photo, getting to add it to your frame. Essentially how it works, there's an app, it's free to download, there's no subscription or anything. You just add all your photos to the frame and it will display them, whichever ones you want. You can add them anytime you want. And the coolest part about this is that you can actually have your friends and family add to your frame too from their phones, because it is all digital, which is just such a nice way to keep in touch with friends and family. I always think about my brother who lives up in Maine. This would be so cool to kind of stay updated on their life. I mean, my siblings don't really use social media as much as I do, so such a great way to just see what they're up to and display all those memories in a format that's easier than just printing out photos all the time. Mother's Day is coming up, May 14th, just a little reminder, and I think that something like this would be so sweet to give your mom or your motherly figure in your life, because sometimes moms can be hard to shop for, but this is something that is just so unique and so nice to kind of have those memories, but also for the fact that you can add your own photos to her frame, and you can also react to them, you can heart them, you can add little emojis in the app. It's just such a fun way to connect with family. And I do have a code. You guys can actually go to the link in the description box and you guys can use my code Michelle. That will get you $30 off their Carver matte frames. That's the one that I have, and also free shipping, and that ends on May 14th, which is Mother's Day. So definitely check it out. We just have ours right here by our TV. I might move it because I think it might block the TV a little bit, but I just think it's so much fun, and I'm such a fan of photos. Again, we don't have a ton displayed everywhere, but this is such a nice way just to have them all up here, and we can update them whenever. Like, these are all of our wedding photos, so sweet. Again, I'll have that link down below. You guys can use my code Michelle. That will get you $30 off their Carver matte frames, and then also free shipping. Got out of the thrift store. I just sold my clothes. I ended up going to Uptown Cheapskate, not Plato's Closet, although I think they're the same thing. I'm pretty sure. I think Plato's Closet became this place, but I sold everything for $100. It was either $130 of store credit or $100, so took the cash. I definitely thought it would be a little bit more. I always think it's going to be a little bit more than it actually is. I feel like that usually happens when I sell my stuff here, but I do think it's a great solution if you're just trying to get rid of a lot of stuff at once. I do think you can make more money if you do Poshmark or something like that, just because you can get more for the value of the clothes. But this was just a good way to kind of get everything out, and now we're gonna head on home. I'm back home now, and I'm snacking on some of these little True Food milk chocolate covered strawberries. These are so good. I'm so behind. I know everyone's been talking about these, but I picked them up the other day. Essentially, they're just frozen strawberries that are covered in milk chocolate. I kind of want to get some that are dark chocolate. I definitely prefer dark chocolate instead of milk chocolate, but they're so tasty. I had like 5 of these yesterday because they're just so addicting. But I'm snacking on a couple of these right now, and I'm so excited because I'm actually going to try to make some sourdough bagels this evening. I'm going to do the dough this evening and then bake them tomorrow. I've never tried to do bagels before. It seems pretty simple though, so I'm excited. I fed my starter this morning, so we're going to do that later this evening. Finished some work. I'm taking a little bit of a reading break. I've been trying to be more intentional about taking stops throughout my day to actually do some reading instead of like watching YouTube or scrolling on my phone, which I've been doing a lot these days. And so I wanted to share that right now. I'm reading Live No Lies by John Mark Comer. I know this isn't like a new book or anything, but I love his other books. I really liked Garden City a lot. And then also The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. Just adore both those books. And it says, recognize and resist the 3 enemies that sabotage your peace. Yeah, I've been wanting to read this one for a while, and I've just been in such a weird spot with reading lately where I haven't really been reading too often, and I haven't really been in the mood to read a lot. I feel like right now we have a lot of shows that we're watching. Aiden and I, we're watching Gilmore Girls. This is probably my 3rd time watching it through or something. It's crazy. And then we're also watching Succession, so that's weekly. I just haven't been reading too much, especially before bed, but I also haven't been sleeping too great, which I always notice a correlation when I'm not reading before bed and my sleep is a little bit off, and so I've been trying to read again. I really like this book. I feel like I'm reading it really slowly and I haven't gotten too far in it, so I'll share my review once I'm done, but I know I've heard really great things about it, and I'm excited to keep reading. I just had Aiden take some thumbnail photos for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and start making dinner. I'm doing these coconut chicken curry meatballs from Half Baked Harvest. I think that this is a new recipe from Tegan. I've never made it before, but I love especially any of her recipes that have some sort of curry sauce in them. They're just delicious. So I'm excited. I feel like I haven't cooked a Half Baked Harvest meal in a while too, and they're always my favorite, so it should be good. It's about 8 o'clock and we're gonna start shaping our bagels. I let our dough sit overnight, and like I mentioned, I've never done this before, so I'm not sure what the dough is supposed to look like, but it feels a little bit hard. I'm just used to when I make sourdough loaves. When I check the dough in the morning, it's just so light and airy, but this definitely has more airiness to it, but it does feel just a little bit firm. But maybe it's supposed to be like that. I feel like bagels are more firm than bread typically. So we'll see, but next steps, we're gonna shape this, and then they need to proof for about, I think 30 to 60 minutes they say, and then we'll go ahead and make them. It seems pretty easy, so we'll see if it works out. I'm excited. I've really been on a bagel kick lately. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I've been really liking cream cheese bagels and just cream cheese sourdough toast in general. It's been my thing lately, so I'm excited to see how these turn out. I'm about to boil the bagels. That's the first step, but I just wanted to say something that I always have issues with when it comes to my bread is it never quite has the rise that I'm looking for. I don't know if this is an issue with my starter. I mean, they look puffy on camera, but they're not nearly as puffy as they should be, and they've been sitting for well over an hour. So let me know if you have any tips. I don't know if that's an issue with my starter. My starter is really strong though. It always floats. It more than doubles. I've had it for so long that it's just really kicking, but for some reason, I don't know if it's my timing with my proofing. I feel like our apartment is usually relatively cold, so maybe that has to do with it. Like this one looks good. This guy's pretty flat. They're just kind of flat, and dough is never as airy as I want it to be. So let me know if you have any tips. I'd really appreciate it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I was worried because I put my bagels in and they're supposed to float if they're well proofed before you actually boil them. They're slowly rising, so success. Just popped them out of the oven and they look so good. They definitely got a lot puffier, which I'm super happy about, but I'm gonna let them cool, and I think we might try one for lunch because I've already had breakfast. But oh my goodness, our apartment just smells so good now. I do wish I would have made the holes a little bit bigger. This was something that I saw from someone who attempted this recipe too. They said that theirs closed up a little bit, so I think that I would just make it a little bit bigger last time, but excited to try them. Back from my appointment, it went well. Stopped at a place called Juiceland after. We really like their smoothies, so grabbed some smoothies. And now I think I'm gonna do some cleaning, which normally I feel pretty motivated to do, but lately I just have not been wanting to clean. And the place is definitely looking a little bit dingy, so I'm just gonna do probably like an hour and a half of tidying up. I also kind of wanna wash our sheets. It sounds nice just having some fresh sheets tonight, so I think I'm just gonna put in a podcast and do as much as I can. We're going to an F45 workout tonight, which should be good, getting a strength workout in. But until then, let's clean this place.
What could have been a friendly smile has turned into a frown. I'm moving on and on, on and on. I'm moving on. Driving in my car, the road is long and full of dust. The landscape changes around me, on and on, I feel immersed. Whatever happened to me happened for my highest good. I read that in so many books, now it's almost understood. I'm moving on and on.
Good morning. It is Wednesday morning. I'm about to head to the gym. I want to try to do some type of cardio today. Lately, I've just not really been on my cardio grind. I have not been wanting to run, and I still don't really have that desire this morning, but I know that doing some sort of cardio is good for me. So I think if anything, I'm going to try to walk on an incline for like 30 minutes or so, then do some sort of strength workout. Besides that, I've really been into my strength workouts lately, but there's just something about the cardio these days that has not sounded appealing. But maybe I'll just try to run a mile somewhere in there too. Walk, run, whatever the situation is. Just threw on a bit of makeup. I think I'm gonna try to go to a coffee shop and get some work done today. Also, I have some mascara on my eye that I need to clean off. I'm waiting for it to dry, but any day it's just kind of rainy and gloomy. I really don't love being in the apartment. I find myself just getting in a weird headspace, and so I think going to a nice cozy coffee shop sounds really good. But I wanted to give you guys a fun little house update. I am so excited. As you guys know, we've talked about possibly buying or renting a home for next year. Our lease is up in June, and so we kind of decided we're gonna look at houses to buy, but also houses to rent, and whatever just pops up and fits for our time frame and what we were looking for, that we will go with that. We weren't kind of married to any decision. And so we have been looking for the past couple of months. I think that we had thought that we had a little bit more time to buy with our apartment. And of course we could go month to month with this apartment, but we just really are ready to not live in an apartment. And it's also incredibly expensive to go month to month on an apartment. And so a couple weeks ago, a house came up for rent that is honestly my just dream situation. It is the cutest house ever. It is an older home. It's 3 beds, 2 bath, has the perfect backyard for cash. It is just the coziest, warmest home. And honestly, if this was a situation where we were able to buy this house down the road, I don't know if that could even happen, but it is to that point. Like, we love this house, and this past weekend we went ahead and toured it just to kind of see what we thought, see if it was a possibility, and we toured it. I didn't actually take any video clips because the current tenant is still in there and she has like young kids and their stuff was everywhere and it just was not the vibe. So I will share an empty house tour when we move in. We did want to try to negotiate a bit on rent though, and so we put in an application and we also asked about negotiating rent, and we decided if they accepted our negotiations that it was a good fit for us, and of course would just give us more time to buy down the road. We could see if we liked the neighborhood. I really, really love this neighborhood though. It's just a very quaint, cute neighborhood, and we ended up getting approved a couple of days ago, which is so exciting. And they also did accept our negotiations. And so the really cool thing about this house too is our lease ends on kind of a random day in June. It's not like June 1st or March 30th, not March, May 30th or 31st. It's kind of like an obscure day of the month, but this house just happens to have a start date on the exact day when the lease begins. And so we're still waiting for the lease to sign and everything, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. And so I am so excited. I feel so at peace with this decision. I feel like I have been anxious lately about just wanting to be in a home and wanting to have a backyard for cash. And so the fact that this all worked out, I'm so excited. I think it'll give us a little bit more time to make sure that we've only ever lived in the same area in Dallas ever since we moved here from New York City. And so I think it'll give us time to kind of see a different area, see if we like it before buying. And I just feel so comfortable with everything, and I'm really, really excited. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. It's just the perfect situation. And so for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get some work done. We have quite a bit to do, a lot of emails to catch up on, so let's do it. Keeping with the cozy fit today, because it is just a gloomier day. I'm literally just wearing a crew neck and my airy kind of flare leggings too. I'm back home. I was just there for a couple of hours. I never like to leave Cash longer than that. I know he's fine to be left for a little bit, but he just loves when I come home. And so I like being home, but I want to go ahead and take him out and then continue doing some work from here. I was so productive at the coffee shop. I love doing that just every now and then. I always accomplish all the little things that I get too distracted to do at home. Just did a lot of the little things that I've been putting off, like answering certain emails, doing some financial things, and feels good having all that done. But you wanna go outside? We're gonna go throw around his ball in the park a little bit. Good morning. It is Thursday morning. Aiden and I ended up getting Torchy's last night and eating some really good tacos, but I didn't end up vlogging. It is 9:30 and Cash and I are about to go for a nice walk. It is beautiful outside and Aiden and I are doing an F45 workout tonight, so I decided to take our walk to our favorite place to walk. It's so pretty out today. So I'm just gonna take Cash for a nice long walk this morning. I have lately been really into chai lattes. This is an iced dirty chai latte. It has 2 shots of espresso in it, and then I also added caramel, and it is so good. La La Land coffee is amazing. But I forgot to tell the story. This was something that happened yesterday when I was at the coffee shop. I sat down and the waiter came over to take my order, and before he says anything, he goes, "Ma'am, I just really have to tell you something." And at this point, I think I'm about to get hit on, you know, I'm flattering myself. And he goes, "You have mascara all over your eye." And if you watched that clip where I said that I needed to wipe off my mascara, I just forgot before I went to the coffee shop. And it was just one of those moments that truly humbled me. He was like, "My girlfriend always has stuff like that and she gets so mad when I don't tell her, so I just wanted to tell you." I was like, "Thank you very much." It definitely was a humbling moment. And it made me want to ask if you like when people point out stuff, like if you have something in your teeth or something on your face. I always like it when a friend does it. It is a little bit forward when a total stranger does it. We're gonna go for a nice long walk. Mr. Cash is ready, so let's do it. The last time I vlogged. It is Friday afternoon. I have been all over the place the past few days, so I think I'm gonna take this vlog into tomorrow too. But I wanted to say 2 things. One, I just used my air wrap, and every time I use my air wrap and I really take my time and focus, I just love the way my hair looks. It is so natural. It's also just so much better for my hair in general. And also, I'm about to make myself some lunch and I wanted to take you guys along with me because I have been craving a turkey arugula. I don't actually have arugula, but if I did have it, that would be ideal. Brie and fig sandwich that's toasted. I've really been into cafe style sandwiches lately, and so I'm gonna try to make it from home. I picked up the stuff today. I grabbed some groceries and we're gonna try it and see how it turns out. I'm not usually a sandwich person, but I always like them when I get them out. Just when I make them at home, I feel like I don't actually take the time to make them well. So we're gonna see if I can make it really good. I picked up this oven roasted turkey at Tom Thumb today, so we're gonna use that. I also grabbed these rolls. I think that these are just plain rolls, so I'm gonna toast one of these. This is the fig spread. We have our brie, and then I'm just gonna use some mixed greens. But again, if you have arugula, I feel like that would be ideal. Finished our sandwich. I did burn the bread a little bit, but I didn't want to waste it. Looks really good. Let's do a taste test. I don't know why I'm wearing lipstick right now too. My ratios are a little bit off. I have a little bit too much turkey, but it's really good. The fig spread is really, really delicious. It is Saturday. We've had a really sweet Saturday morning for a nice long walk with Aiden. It's a beautiful day. You can tell the sun's just beaming right now. Currently meeting up with my sister Jamie. We're having a little shopping date, just stopping by a couple of stores. I have really been craving going to Brandy Melville. They recently opened one in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We're in South Lake Town Square right now. And so I wanted to stop by there, possibly hit up Nordstrom Rack. And then there's also one of my favorite antique shops that's around here. I don't know if Jamie's gonna come with me, but maybe on the way home I want to stop by there. It's called Kiss It Goodbye, and they have just the coolest stuff. And especially because we're officially moving, we actually just officially dropped all of our deposits in and everything, and so it is official. So I just wanted to kind of scan over there, not pick up anything, just make a little mental note. So I was feeling very low maintenance today, and one of my biggest tips when you're feeling that way is to throw on a blazer, because you always feel put together. But I'm literally just wearing a little little bit of foundation over my acne, and then I just have on some blush, some mascara, threw on this oversized blazer with a t-shirt, and then I'm also just wearing a little skirt and some sneakers, and I feel very put together. My hair's not even done because it's back in a cap, but feeling good. Excited to see Jamie. I'm also still in my rental car right now. If you guys don't know, I am getting my Camry fixed after getting in a little fender bender. But the one thing I don't love about this car is the fact that it doesn't really have a dash that I can set my camera up when I'm vlogging, because this thing kind of blocks it. That is why when I vlog in the car, it's always a little wonky because I have to hold the camera. But I still like my rental car, especially on days like this with the sunroof. It's really nice. Back in the car. Sorry, this is not the best angle with the wheel right here, but I wanted to share what I got because lately I've been spending a lot of time on Pinterest, and I have been obsessed with like the Copenhagen girl style. That's the only way I know how to describe it, with long skirts and sweaters, just really cozy outfits. That's really been my vibe, and I have this exact vision in mind of this outfit, and I found both the pieces today, so I wanted to share them. I did mention how I'm trying to save money right now, and I wanted to say that I ended up using the cash that I made from selling my clothes, so it feels like it didn't really count, even though I probably should have just saved that money, but it's all good. At Brandy Melville, I got this skirt. This was, I think, $30. It's just this white maxi skirt, super flowy. I love skirts like this. They're just so comfortable and breathable, especially for summer. That was the skirt of my vision. And then we went in Anthropologie and I saw this tank top that was in the sale section that I totally want to wear with the skirt. Oh, hi.
Really random question. Are you leaving or are you staying?
Oh, I'm leaving. Do you want my spot?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will back up. I will finish this haul in a second. There's some festival going on, so this place is crowded, but I'm gonna give this woman my spot real quick. This is the tank top. It's just this really chunky knit sweater, and I thought that the two of these would look so cute together, and they're so the kind of style that I'm going for, with some sneakers. For our Rhode Island trip, I just feel like this will be such a cute kind of coastal look on the beach in June when it's still a little bit chilly. And of course I can layer this for the fall time too. So such good finds. But I'm gonna go ahead and head home. Aiden's gonna grill out dinner for us tonight. It's just been such a lovely Saturday. It's the best weather. Yeah, really thankful. It was also really sweet getting to spend time with Jamie too. No complaints. Happy Sunday. It's actually Sunday afternoon. We went to church this morning and have been honestly laying by the pool for a little bit, but I wanted to share the outfit because I actually wore this to church today, and I can just tell this is going to be one of those outfits that I wear all the time. Cash is right here because I'm about to take him for a little walk, but this outfit I'm obsessed with. This was the look. I ended up wearing it with pink clogs instead of sandals. I'm just wearing sandals right now because I'm about to take Cash out, but I love the top. The only thing I'm not obsessed with is anytime I wear tank tops like this, my bra always shows, so I need to wear like a bandeau or something, but so comfortable. I also wanted to show you guys this desk because this is a purchase that I just made for the house. I have actually wanted this desk for years, but it is close to $700, and it's also from Urban Outfitters, so I just didn't feel super comfortable about spending that much on a desk. It is coming off a lot more orange right now, but it is so cute. Let me turn off this lamp. I feel like that might help. But I was checking it the other day and I noticed that it was on sale for $300, which just seemed like such a great deal. You don't have to assemble it at all, which is really nice. Unless you want to mount it to the wall, you can. I wanted to share it since it's on sale right now. I cannot wait to put this in the new place. There's a really cute little nook in the kitchen that I plan to set up my office space. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put it there. We'll see where it goes well, but I really like it. I love anything that's just this wicker material. I just think it's so cozy and warm, and I'll link it down below. And then this lamp too, sometimes I'll get questions. This is from World Market, and I also really love this lamp. I think it's super cute. I'll have both these pieces linked down below. I should be able to find links to both of them. For the skirt, I'll try to link something similar if I can't. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm gonna go ahead and end things off. I know it was a little bit random and all over the place, but every now and then I think it's fun just to switch it up and do something a little bit different. So I hope you guys enjoyed. So grateful for you guys, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.